Yes, that's where we're keeping our focus this morning, efforts to defeat Boko Haram and to give us a clearer perspective of what must be done. We're being joined on the set by Olusegun Ajano. He's a retired Brigadier General. I want to thank you so much indeed for joining us on Sunrise Daily this morning. But
yes.
Just taking a cue from the report we just watched, one wonders if we are really winning this war against insurgency. Are we?
Yes. At the inception of this administration, we were winning. I remember that time when Sambisa forest was routed and the insurgents were sent on, were disgraded and pushed out. The euphoria of that victory probably might have caught up with the government and the army and the generality of the people.
Did they lay down their guards?
Say again?
Did they lay down their guards?
They didn't lay down their arms. We said at that time, insurgency is not something that you rout at a time and you go to sleep. The cover of Sambisa forest at that time gave the impression to the public that it was an impregnable area of operation. Eventually, the army debunked that very particular thing and then got in there, routed them, and for quite some time we were pursuing them. This happened and we recorded success. But more importantly, the public probably did not remember that about 2 years ago, 2016, or shortly after the inception of the current President Buhari's administration, there had been a schism in the insurgency body. A section of the insurgents, decided to pull off. And it is that very particular group that is responsible for the string of embarrassing successes that the insurgents have scored over the Nigerian army in the last 5-6 months. Because this present situation we are facing started as far back as around July. The splinter group had organized, apparently out of view of virtually everybody, and I'm surprised too that the intelligence outfit did not pick them up. They were concentrated around the Lake Chad general area, and they have organized, they have done some embarrassing things. I think they were the ones responsible for picking up a research team from the University of Maiduguri that were around that area, some NMPC staff and so on and so forth, trying to explore for oil in the Chad general area, and so on and so forth. These people are the ones that have sufficiently organized now and are giving the Nigerian army a bit of run for their money. So the string of successes they've probably achieved between July and now has now constituted a sort of embarrassment. But that in itself is an indication of the rot that has taken over in the Nigerian army. I believe that it is not that the president has relaxed. No. The president is still very much keen on routing Boko Haram.
Then why is there a resurgence of the sect?
Say again?
Why is there now a resurgence of the sect and we're seeing attacks being carried out and people are being killed?
Like I said, the issue is not something that is just there now. It has set in gradually. From the time we drove them out of Sambisa forest and a split in their body, one part concentrating around the Lake Chad area and then organizing to have a foray on the the setup of the Nigerian army in the front. So these are the issues that has now metamorphosed into the embarrassing situation that we are now having. They've been attacking the various forward areas and they've been scoring successes because of our relaxed nature.
Who is relaxed now? The military is relaxed, or the intelligence bit of part of it?
The military, the Nigerian army, I would say, has relaxed. In the sense that it is not that they're not posting people there, but there are a number of things that you do in preparation for a war. Take, for example, payment of troops, payment of allowances, equipping the forces adequately to do battle. If your feeling is that, well, there isn't so much going on now, instead of giving them, say, the average soldier, the average fighting soldier, just 1 or 2 magazines, instead of giving him 10. If you know that he's going to fight, you give him 10 magazines rather than 2. You get my point? That is where the problem really lies now.
But why would
because the soldiers are not well equipped.
Why would that be a problem now? Why would the military hierarchy relax at this point in time when it would have been like, how do you say, when it would have been about the time to ice the cake? They were decimated. You said that yourself. They were routed from the Sambisa forest. Yes. They were scattered.
Yes.
They was a splinter group. They broke up because obviously they were feeling the pain of the loss.
Yes.
And then they now went back and suddenly they were quiet. And then they started resurging. So why would the military hierarchy relax at a time like that?
Maybe it's a way of describing the situation by saying that they have relaxed. It's not that they have withdrawn from the area. They have not withdrawn. They are there. But they are not organized to do great battle.
That's what I'm asking.
Whereas, you see, for this type of situation, you never relax a day.
What do you think led to that seeming relaxed posturing? Because
of the successes that were recorded against Boko Haram in Sambisa forest, because of the feeling and the general information to the public that the insurgents have been degraded and technically defeated. This is, I mean, ask the Minister of Information today. He will tell you that, yes, Boko Haram has been technically defeated. But the opposition, trust them, they will always tell you, no, because they have done something so thing at Damaturu yesterday or something like that, they will capitalize on that and run down whatever the government has said. But the truth of the case is this. Insurgency is not a one-time defeat or win or something like that.
So
no.
Using that phrase, technical defeat, should not apply here.
No, it is not that they were not technically defeated. No. I am saying that even though they were defeated at that time, it was not a situation for joy, in the sense that, you see, it's like you are pursuing a snake. You cut the tail, the head is still there. It moves to escape, but it's not dead. You still have to pursue it.
You know,
and I think that is where the rot setting, the logistics, the backup to ensure that those who are in the front are sufficiently equipped to do battle. That is what is lacking.